This is not the internet. This is the Metaverse. Hello pioneers. Today we're going to take a look at the Pi2Day announcements from Nicolas. And I'm happy to say that I thought they were fantastic, and we even got a little bit more than I was expecting, to tell you the truth. So we had this video from Nicolas. It was only a short video, but most of the information was in the blog post, right? And one thing I can take from here is that he says that today is the last Pi2Day before Open Mainnet, right? So that's great, right? So they seem to be on track, and we're hopeful to get Open Mainnet this year. So if we look at some of the stats that got released, we've been updated to 60 million engaged pioneers. We've got 12 million KYC pioneers, 5.79 million pioneers on mainnet, right? So that's good. And we've got 70 mainnet or mainnet ready Pi apps, right? So everything's going smoothly here. These are condition 1, condition 2 things that we need. And yeah, the numbers seem to be going good. It also says here, we made great progress and right on track, so this is what we've been saying, this is all looking good. Before I made a video on, all the extra KYC approvals that we were seeing, right? So that was always good to see, right? So with KYC, we've seen some changes with the password change here, a new appeal functionality. We've got the multiple liveness checks, which we knew about already, and user face and experience has been upgraded in the KYC process, right? So these are all great, and there's improved instructions and translations for the validators, right? So this is all going very smoothly, and nice improvements. We've got here they're going to enact the 6-month KYC grace period, right? And you can take a look at this to see what that entails. One thing I noticed here was that they're saying that if you're stuck in your KYC, then this won't affect the 6-month grace period, right? So you don't need to worry about that. The next thing is the Onchain lockups. We've got some new lockups that have come out. You can see here there's a new lockup icon there. If you look in my migrations tab here, this is where my upcoming 3-year lockup is going to be expiring, and where it was located. Now that's gone, and it's under the new lockup icon. Right, so you look in here, right now my active lockups are there. Once it comes live, then it will move up into the movable lockups. We take a look in here, right? So here we can set our lockups, right? So this is the first screen we get. I've got quite a bit of available Pi balance, right? So your screen will be different to mine, and what you can lock up. If I did the max here, and this is what I was initially going to look at doing, was if I lock up 4,000 Pi for 3 years, I can get a boost of 1,209%. Now, when I first initially looked at this, I thought it might be 1,209 plus my original 773 that I currently get now. But if you look down the bottom there, it says, no, this is inclusive of that. So the total is going to be 1,209% that I would actually get in a boost, which sounds good, But I'm going to go through and show you if I'm going to do it or not. All right, so my current mining rate is 0.31 Pi per hour. All right, and when we break this down, we've got the base rate. Like I said, I've got that booster of 773%. That's from 90% lockup for 3 years. And my node rewards is 9.58. Now that's quite high, and the reason for that is I'm getting about 7 in bonus rewards for for running a node. Right? So if you're not running a node, you'll see a lot less on your rewards. Right? So that gives me the 0.31 that you saw before. Now, when we do the sums on this means 7.24 Pi per day, 224.5 Pi per month. Right? So you can see running nodes and having referrals and all that, can be quite lucrative still, even though the mining rate's quite low. Right. Now, when I bring in the new booster at 1209%, it goes up to 11.4 pi per day, which is 353.6 pi per month. Right, so you know, quite a bit of an increase, and you know, it was definitely catching my attention, if you like. Now, obviously up here I showed you that how you know, this is for 4,000 pi, you know, which is you know, quite a large amount. You're probably not going to have the same. I've been mining since January of 2020, you know, so I've been on the Pi network for quite a long time. So when you look at it this way, for the total mining, to get that 4,000 pi, it would, on my current rate, it would take me 18.2 months, and under the new rate, it would take me 11.6 months. All right, and there's a reason I'm taking you through all these numbers as well. Right, so obviously, you know, that's under the current mining rate, right? And as we know, the mining rate's been dipping, you know, by a lot. You know, the last month was 26.9%, right? So these numbers are not actually going to be correct, right? So these are just sort of at a ballpark figure, but it's going to be way, way, way less than this, right? So if we look at it a bit further, with this, I got 4,200 available pi, right? Then if I lock up, I'm only going to have about 200 pi remaining, right? Now, I'm not too concerned about this because obviously we're not in open mainnet anyway. I haven't been spending any of my pi. But, you know, another announcement was that we're going to get the second migration event, right? Which is great, right? Because, you know, we've all got referrals and no bonuses and all this. So this is going to be coming soon, all right? So that's excellent. And if you look here, you know, I've got another 14,000 or, you know, maybe 14,500 pi that's still available to me to be claimed, right? Now, I'm lucky in a way that most of my referrals that have been with me a long time, those guys have all KYC'd, right? So I'm expecting to get at least a good 10,000 of that pi, right? So I'm very, very lucky that those guys have got their KYC. Right, so if I get 10,000 pi and I lock up 4,000, it's not really a big deal, you know. It sort of covers itself quite well, and I'm still going to have enough available balance come open mainnet. Right. Now, looking at this back at this again, right, the difference between the two boosters is actually 129.1 pi, right, per month. Right. Now, over the 3 years, that equates to 4,647 pi, right? Now, obviously with the mining rate though, I'm not expecting to get anywhere near that, right? And let's say I get 1,000 pi, and to be honest, I think that's been quite liberal, you know. I don't think I'd even get that much. But if you look at it that way, that's really only like a 25% per annum. Oh, it's not even per annum, right? That's over the full 3 years. Right? So what this sort of stems down for me is that I don't think I'm going to lock up. I thought I was going to. I thought it was looking good, but when I did the sums, you know, I don't think it's really in my benefit to get it, you know. And it's purely just got, you know, I'm getting a nice bit of pi coming back, but, you know, overall, it's just not really worth it, I think, you know, and so I'm gonna pass on it. Now, the reason I went through all these numbers, right, is because you have to make this decision for yourself, right? So go back, check out all the numbers, see what rate you were thinking about locking up for, whether you want to lock up for that period, whether you can do it without the pi. Check it out, see if you can work out how much you might actually get over the 3 years, and you know, and then make an informed judgment then, you know. So that's the best way to do it, and that's the main reason I wanted to show you all these numbers. So I showed you this graphic in my last video about the upcoming release of testnet 2. Right, and the upgrade of the nodes with switcher. So here they've released in the blog post that there's a new version coming out, 0.4.11, And looking at my node, you can see that my node's been upgraded already. So that's all nice and ready. And we just got to wait now for the release of testnet 2 and test out the switching. There's also been release of geolocations now for developers, and also the developer wallets. Right, so they're going to start creating those. And on the home screen, you know, we have one more final announcement, but as part of Pi2Day, right, we had this new icon come out, right, which is a Pi2Day challenge, right? Now, I'm going to go through this one because it actually shows the actual final release was about the profile, right? So when I first come into mine, you know, I've obviously completed all my mainnet checklists, so that's already done. Right, and so if we go here for the profile, right, go in here, we've got a new icon on the browser, on the home screen there. Go into profile, welcome to profiles, right, and now we come up to this profile that we can use. So first thing we've got to do is change our icon, right, so or our avatar, put that in, and now I've got a new avatar. Can go over to the profile settings, right, account information, right, so here we're going to be putting in our socials, right, so this isn't active yet, right, so I'm just showing you that. And then we've got account permissions, and you know, we've seen this kind of thing before. We can you know, hide our real name and stuff like that. We've got view friends, right, we can go in there, so we've got friends and requests, and new your sent requests, right, so none of this is active yet. I was going to put in some of my friends in there, but you know, we can't do that yet, so I expect that functionality to come out soon. And we're done when we go back to the checklist on the Pi2Day challenge. Right, so now we can get our little badge for the chats. Right, so I selected fire. Right, that's all done. That all turns green. Now we go into the next step, which is the view the lockups. Right, so I've already taken you all through that. You know, if you haven't, just push on the button and it'll go send you straight to the screen where you need to be. And so that's all done for me. Now we just need to go over to Fireside and check out the Pi Music festival that's going on, and repost one of the posts there over to one of your socials. That's all you need to do. So you just click on there, it'll take you over across to Fireside, and that's all done, and now we can claim our graphic. Right. So we can download and share the custom image. Right, and this is the image that I got, you know, so that's a pretty easy checklist to go through. Congratulations, and now everything's all nice and green. Right, so that was the Pi2Day challenge, and updating the, taking a look at the new profiles page. So that's it for the Pi2Day announcements. I thought they were really, really excellent. I know there's a lot of people obviously out there, all the GCV guys, you know, looking forward to the petitions making open mainnet come. But as soon as we saw the node announcements, we knew we weren't going to be getting open mainnet for Pi2Day, and I don't think many of us were expecting it, you know. So these were great announcements. There were some extra things in there, you know, like especially like getting our second migration event. That was excellent news. I wasn't really expecting that, but so that was really nice. Now we just got to wait for, you know, getting the condition 1, condition 2 settled, right? Hopefully condition 3 doesn't affect anything, and you know, get our open mainnet. Now, when do we expect this to happen? I mean, I'm not really expecting it to happen before December, and I still got the caveat of condition 3, which might mean we not even get 2024, but you know, that's be optimistic and you know, hope for open mainnet by the end of the year, and yeah, then we can, you know, join the rest of the cryptos, you know, and really start to see where Pi is going to be in the future, you know, the old life of Pi, if you like. So that's it for the video. Like I said, I thought it was great announcements for the day, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. So I'll catch you later.